this is the job for the next couple of days. We're in a little soundproof booth. Let's just close this. So we're in this little booth that's going to be soundproofed. It's for a recording engineer. He's built himself a nice little man shed down in the garden, and he's done well with it, but he just needed a hand for the final bits, just for the boarding and then obviously the plastering. So this is where I've come in. So everything you see is what the customer's done, and then I shall be doing the rest. So I'll switch over to the phone now and just give you a little tour. So this is the job. It's only low, so I'm standing on the bottom now. Ceiling's only there. So I've got to take these boards back off the ceiling because they should be running straight. But if the customer's tried it on his own, and he's not a plasterer, so I think there's been something maybe getting caught underneath, and you can see they're starting to go down. So there's probably room for them to move up because the ceiling should be flat. So I'm going to start boarding these walls, just get them up to about that height, just to clear the decks, because I've got a load of this in the way first. And this is big, thick acoustic stuff. This is 19mm, this plasterboard. You see how wide it is from my finger there. So they only come in 600 widths, but 2.4 lengths. So they're nice and easy to chuck on the wall, really. That's got to come off. I think that the customer started putting them up like that. But obviously I'm going to put them, I've put that first one on already, so I'm going to be putting them on like this and coming up and staggering the joints till I get up to about there, and then that will clear a lot of this out of my way, and then I can stand this blue stuff up then because it's underneath me, and I can stand this blue stuff up against what I've laid on that wall, and I've got a nice working area on the floor then, and then I can start sorting out these ceilings. So let's leave you on a bit of filming me, and I'll leave you on a bit of a time lapse on the GoPro, and let you know how we get on. So we're up, all good up to there now. I've got to put a layer of blue on that yet, so I'm not too worried about how many fixings going at, because I've got to put the fixings for the blue, so I'm going to go through both again. So no nitpicking, you lot. Right, now I can stand all this up and give myself a bit of floor space now. That's better. I've got a bit of room to move about on here now then. Okay. So I think I will crack on still. Just getting these bottoms, just bringing these walls up to about this level, which is going to clear most of this stuff away from me. It's going to give me even more room then. Okay, so I can now put you on there. Right, so I've just taken the customer's bit off there because he was putting it upright, but I'm obviously going across, so took that off. So now I'm going to get this one on because there isn't a corner for the wood there. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them flat to that, and then I've got two good ends to get this board on because there isn't none up there. Look, it's just the way the customer's built it. Obviously it doesn't know that you've got to create that return for that board to fix to. So, but they're so solid, they're not going to move anywhere. And like I say, it's going to have another layer of 12.5mm soundboard on it. So now I just want to sort out this bit of acoustic stuff because it's not pushing right in, which, if you know, causes you no end of problems if that's not in properly. And then just cut out for the electrics, and also there's this fan there. He's got like extraction that comes from there and up to the end there, so just got to do a 4-inch hole for that. Okay, let's do that. I should come back to you. So, a quick progress report. Just got these 3 sides up to that level, so I'm just currently taking this blue off. So I've just screwed a couple of bits of wood on there, so when they drop, it's almost holding it for me. So I've only got one prop, so we're just screwing a couple of blocks up there, and it's like another pair of hands holding it before they come down too much. So you can see from the back there, it starts okay up there, and it's running down, and it should be flat. So I think what's happened is when he's put the first layer up, it's probably pinched against something and not gone all the way up, and the second layer's gone on that, so it's causing it to dip down. So just looking along it, I think the same's happened here as well. Look, you got this little bit of wood showing there, and then it just runs off to nothing. So as much as I don't want to, I think I'm going to have to take literally all this ceiling down, and I'll just start again from scratch then. So when I'm working on my own plasterboarding, I always use just little bits like that. Now this board I've fully unscrewed, and they're heavy, these are 19mm, so I've got a prop there. I've just got a bit of wood screwed to there, so that's just literally sitting on there. And then down this end, I've just fixed a bit of timber into that joist, so it's just literally catching that. So that's just holding it up. So when I take this down, in theory, I've got a fairly easy sort of way of getting this down. It's not going to start dropping on me. So let's try and film that. Right, so now I'm going to drop my prop. So that has got that end, that has got that end. So all I've got to do now really is unscrew that end, and then I can slide it from that. That is like another pair of hands really. That's that. And then drop that down there. Something like that. I've got to watch that back now. My fucking shoulders hurt. So there lies the problem. He's got joists up, the span isn't great, but I think it'll be enough. But what is not done is got anything up here to catch the end of this board. So obviously as it's hitting the corners, there's nothing for it to bite onto up there. And that's the same way along. So all is added to bite onto is this middle one. And same down that end. So I'm going to have to put a load of noggins in. Bit of overlap on here, just so it's got something to catch onto the board really. So that's the whole problem. So obviously I've took it all down. You've seen me just nearly break my neck. Hope you had a good laugh at that. So he's got plenty of wood out there, so I'm going to start take these ends of insulation out, get some proper timbers in, and start again. Oh dear. God, this is bloody heavy. Oh, you fucker. Oh, here you come. I don't know if you've used this 19mm ball before. Sound acoustic stuff. Whew, fucking heavy. Here I go again on my own. Go on, you bastard, get in there. Something like that. Oh, stop moving. Oh, this is right. Go on, you bastard. Oh, too old for this. Oh, I haven't got the strength. Still got to have another layer of the blue stuff, yeah. So it's better. I had to put some braces in there. It's been really awkward because the tin roof comes down and it's almost touching what's in the corner, so it's very hard to get anything else on it. But so you can see that one's kicking right down there, but once I put the other layer across, it should sort it out. Again there, I've had to put sort of stuff, you know, like along here where I can, but it gets really tight, but at least it's all pinned up now. So the ceiling is all back up again. That was a mission, that was. That's heavy, that stuff. Heavy and awkward. That's all back up. It's still a bit of a weird thing because that one of them beams kicks down there, so I'm going to need to bond out that channel just up to about there, really, just bond it out just to lose that sort of up and down there. So that's all right. Don't judge me on that joint. It was meant to cut the board so the cut was in that against the wall there, because obviously I've got boards going up, but I got it the wrong way around, so that's a big old joint. I mean, customers said, can you put some storage shelves in there? It's a beast, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to bond all this out tomorrow, so not too worried about that. It will look lovely and fresh when it's all skimmed out. So the plan is just to keep get all the boarding done tomorrow, get it all scrimmed up and just literally ready to walk in and skim on Friday. So that'll be that. So I couldn't do a great deal of filming in here really because I was literally moving stuff from left to right, right to left. It wouldn't have been much to watch, so I thought I'd just film something just to keep the content flowing. And I will see you all back in here tomorrow.